England Sevens star and former World Player of the Year, Ollie Phillips, joins us here at advictor.com. He's talking about life on the Sevens circuit and his career options when he hangs up his boots.
I've been doing it for 10 years, so it's a lot of fun. It's grown massively. Obviously the Olympics is a big thing that everybody's talking about. We've actually got a World Cup coming up in Moscow in June, and then the Commonwealth Games the year after, and Olympic qualifiers. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on at the moment. It's actually given me more free time actually with the Sevens, because we train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's when I work full time, if you like, at Twickenham. It does allow you to develop other avenues. For example, myself, I'm working at the moment as a sort of consultancy position within the RFU itself, within their marketing sponsorship division, to try and push the Sevens and the England Sevens side and develop that a bit further. But in the past, I've worked throughout, most of my career. I worked at a few different marketing agency. I worked for a bank. I worked for a consultancy company. Just to see what those areas are like. And they were normally always when I had an injury, a big injury, and I would fit my rehab in around that. It is frustrating, of course. You want to be there, you want to try and help, you don't want to see your team lose. When you're winning, it's easy. When you're losing, everybody starts posing questions and thinks or wants to change something. From my perspective, I obviously want to be there, I want to be out playing. Whilst it's really great fun to sit in front of the camera and talk for Sky, I'd like to do that when I finish playing, not when I'm fit enough to run around, in theory, even though I look about 50, but still. Yes and no, I do. I think some of the skill sets that you develop through professional sport, so discipline, team working, those are sort of the key buzzwords I think that people always refer to. I think that they're fairly instrumental across the board, whether it be sport or business and everything else. I think the ability to actually get on with people is one of the main things, and that it's a very social environment. Professional sport, whether that be rugby or any other sport. And obviously your drivers for success are you have to be internally very, very motivated and make sacrifices a lot of the time. I did obviously education, but my main focus as well, my passion was my sport. So then when I finish now, which will be whenever, could be tomorrow, could be hopefully after Rio in the Olympics, that you then move into a completely different arena. So I have to now look at the what next. I think Advictor will help you in that process, so you don't, you avoid those pitfalls, avoid some of those mistakes, and hopefully slot you into an area or a particular job that is specific to yourself. If I'm honest, I don't really know, and that's why Advictor is a great. It's a welcomed introduction for me, and a great company that are helping me along that, decision-making process. Playing for England, living in Paris, living in London, playing for some big-name clubs, and having a wicked time along the way. Like unbelievable experience from a rugby perspective, and it's afforded you the ability to meet key decision-makers at key businesses that you can eventually, if you need to, ring up, have a bit of crack. And say, look, any chance of a job, because I can't chase an egg anymore. But we'll see. That day for me is coming. I hope not very soon, but it's definitely on the horizon. So you have to think about it now. So we'll see.